ሰላም ሰላም ከመይ ኣለኹም? እንኳዕ ደሓን መጻኹም ናብ ቤት ትምህርቲ ዛራ ቋንቋ ትግርኛ። ቤት ትምህርቲ ዛራ ቋንቋ ትግርኛ ንትግርኛ ክመሃሩ ዝደልዩ ተምሃሮ ትዕድም ኣላ። ንሱ ከዓ ንቋንቋ ትግርኛ ንምምሃር ንኽጽሕፉ፣ ንኸንብቡ፣ ንኽዛረቡ እዩ እቲ ዕላማ ናይዚ ቤት ትምህርቲ። ኣነ ከም መምህር ኮይነ ንኸባቢ 20 ዓመት ኣገልጊለ ኣለኹ። ስለዚ ኣብዚ እዋን እዚ ከዓ ንቋንቋ ትግርኛ ደፊኤ ዝሰርሐሉ ዘለኹ እዩ። ቋንቋ ትግርኛ ንምምሃር ዝኾነ ክመሃረ ክእለት ከጥርየ ክፈልጥ እየ ንዝብል ድማኒ ዌልካም ንብለኩም፣ እንኳዕ ደሓን ምፁ ናብ ቤት ትምህርትና ንብለኩም። ከም ንፈልጦ ከም ዝትሪእዎ ዘለኹም ኣብ ስክሪን ወሓዘ ማይ ኢና ንርኢ ዘለና። እሱ ድማኒ ዛራ ማለት ከዓ ወሓዚ ዘየቋርፅ ማይ እዩ። እዚ ቤት ትምህርቲ ድማ ከም ዝጀሚርዎ ደሎ ካብ ኦንላይን ቤት ትምህርቲ ካብ ዝጀምር 3 ዓመቱ ኮይኑ ኣሎ። ብዙሓት ተምሃሮ እውን ኣብዚ ቤት ትምህርቲ ተማሂሮም ሰልጢኖም ዝተመረቑ ኣለውና። ንሎሚ እውን ሓደ ብሉፅ ተምሃራይ ሒዘልኩም መፅእ ኣለኹ። ሽሙ ኣዳል ተስፋይ ይበሃል። ኣዳል ተስፋይ ዌልካም ናብዚ መድረኽ። ዌልካም
ሰላም
ኣዳል፣
ሰላም
ከመይ ኣለኻ?
ጽቡቕ እግዚኣብሔር ይመስገን ከመይ ኣምፅእ ዮርዲ
እግዚኣብሔር ይመስገን ፅቡቅ ኣለኹ። እንኳዕ ደሓን መፅኻ። ኣዳል ከም ብዛዕባ ነብስኻ ከተላለየና መን እዩ ኣዳል? ኣብዚ ቤት ትምህርቲ ቋንቋ ትግርኛ ዛራ ድማ ንክንደይ ከም ዝፀናሕካ እንታይ እንታይ ቀሲምካ ኣለካ ከተላለየና ምእንታን መድረክ ንዓኻ ክበካ እየ ይቕኒለይ።
Yeah, against okay. So just quick introduction. As you already mentioned, my name is Adal. I've been enrolled in Zara Tigrigna class for several months now. Initially enrolled with the purpose and intention of gaining more profound knowledge and when it comes to our language and our alphabet. And yeah, after several months of progress, it's been coming along smoothly. So it's been great.
So Adal, what motivated you to enroll to this course from the beginning?
Yeah, ultimately, the biggest factor was having a deeper sense of appreciation for both the history and culture that we have, and how deeply rooted language plays as a key part of that. So when we look at just Tigrinya, for instance, we're talking about a language and alphabet system that goes back several hundreds, and if you include its predecessor Giz, we're talking thousands of years. So getting older and getting mature, you build a bigger appreciation for the language and the culture. So I wanted to get a chance to branch out and learn more about this, especially coming from a place where I didn't really have too much of a vested interest growing up. But as you kind of get older, you gain more of an appreciation. So that's ultimately what motivated me.
That's good. Thank you. And from what I have seen already throughout your program in this school, you were so dedicated, you never been absent. And if to the toughest point, I do remember one time you told me ahead, like, oh, next week I have this program and I want to be absent. Can you send me the PDF ahead? I want to do my homeworks. And also, whenever you did the homeworks, also you were achieving a lot, from what I have noticed. And also, beside that, also what you were doing, um, you were able to identify all the alphabets in short period of time. And what was the techniques you can say that was helpful like for you? Because in less than 3 months, you were reading and writing for me before I start my second batch of revision of the alphabets. So what techniques you were using to achieve this one? Or what
Yeah,
do you think was helping you?
for sure. So full credit in terms of the teaching approach that you showed here in this program, Yordi. So especially when it comes to the Tigrina alphabet, we're talking about over 200 different letters if we include the variations for all the alphabets that we have. So going into it was definitely a little bit intimidating. But again, in terms of how you approach the subject and breaking down the alphabets with letters that shared more in common. So if we're looking at the be, the ve, the se family, categorizing the alphabets between groups that share more in common becomes a lot easier to sort of comprehend the variety of alphabets that we have. So I think ultimately that played the biggest factor in adapting and building more familiarity with the alphabet.
Okay. I know. Yeah, the techniques were amazing because I have seen a lot of progresses, not only you, with many of the students. They were saying, oh, we were thinking the Tigrinya alphabets were too much, which because it is more than 200 alphabets that you need to memorize in order to be intensive reader and best reader. So all in all, also the dedication also was a matter because if you don't do the homework, you learn partially. And in that case, I give you a lot of credit and I appreciate you for being like fully attended in this program. And as we know, I think you are working full time and also taking this course. And how do you manage your time for this as well?
Yeah, that's correct. So I'm working full time with the bank in an investigations role, and in terms of balancing, it just sort of it wasn't extremely difficult. It was just all came down to time management and time allocation. So once you know and have clear goals and targets that you set out for in this course, you know what you want to achieve, then it gets a lot easier to sort of plan accordingly. So you can build your time for specifically for studying without having it interfere with your day-to-day activities and responsibilities. So it ultimately just comes down to your motivation, your preparation, and your execution.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so can you say that did you get what you were expecting from this class?
Oh yeah, tenfold, absolutely. It's safe to say that for sure because, and again, coming in with just zero knowledge and understanding, going into an alphabet system where, as I mentioned earlier, we're talking about over 200 variations, right? So it
Mhm.
can be very intimidating. And even as just a general um, uh, lesson I could take, even for other people that might come from a similar background to me, where we not as familiar with Tigrinya, but we still have an ambition to learn, try not to get overly intimidated by the challenge because it can ultimately be very rewarding. So I would say, yeah, that's ultimately just stick to your passion, stick to your interest, go at it with an open mind. Don't be afraid to ask questions during the course as well. And then you come out even learning more than you expected. So I initially wanted to build some familiarity with the language and the alphabet, which was one of my initial challenges that I had. But once you have that foundation, then it's easier to segue to other topics that we talked about in the course, whether it's days of the weeks, we're talking about months, years, numbers, alphabets, numbers, food, a wide range of categories, human anatomy as well, we touched upon as well. So, yeah, I would say once you build that foundation, then it gets easier to branch off and learn about other components about the language as well.
Exactly, yeah. Because the matter of the all the other PDFs that I were providing you guys was also how to uh, know your own cultural food and how do you say months of the year in Tigrinya, all the vocabularies that you need in every new language that you need to get was implemented in this program. Was like once you know your alphabet, it's easy or piece of cake for you to read and understand all what is coming, collecting vocabularies and comprehending and understanding. It gives a lot once you know them, especially. And yeah, so I think Adal, if I'm not wrong, you were born in Canada.
Yes, that's right. Born and raised in Canada.
Oh, okay. So when you start to this program, you were not able even to recognize bands, the basic Tigrinya alphabets. So,
Correct.
but right now, you are to the level of reading, comprehending, and answering questions. So, to reflect that, can you please help me reading the slide that I prepared in front of you?
Yeah, certainly.
Yeah, thank you.
So here we have Mochal iti kelbi, Mochal kelbi EU, Mochal nate kelbi EU, Mochal mitzwati fatu, Mochal keltifka, muguyai yihelo. And after that we have Mochal gezana, kulatna azina, nifatuo. Yeah, and following that, we have Hototat. So for number one, we have Mochal Men EU, Mochal Kelbi EU, we have mochal nate kelbi diyu. Mochal nate kelbi iyu. And then we have mochal ntai yifatu. Mochal mitzwat yifatu.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. So, as we see, Adal was reading each sentence. The first five lines were the sentence related Mochan, who is a dog, and the rest, Hitotat means questions, and he was able to comprehend, understand all the five sentences, and was able to answer three questions in this case. So, I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for investing your precious time with me and learning in this program. And as a teacher, I'm a proud teacher uh, because I spend my time, you spend your time, and when I see an effective result, it's a reward for me. So I would like to say once again, thank you very much for being part of Zara Tigrigna School. So as you have done now level one of reading and writing, comprehending, right now we are ready to continue to level two, which is communication part which focus on learning the grammar, most important phrases that you need in your daily life to communicate with others. Um, so, how much you are expecting from this program?
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to just expanding on the knowledge that we've built upon so far. So I greatly appreciate the time and sacrifice that you put into this course, to give guys like me a chance to build that foundation and hopefully be able to pass that on to the next generation one day. So yeah, I'm looking forward to branching out further into the language, into the alphabets as well, and building that familiarity with the grammar and verbiage as far as day-to-day conversations. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Okay, thank you very much. So, do you have any advice for all these people looking to start, how they can start and motivate themselves? Do you have any tip to say?
Yeah, just trying to keep perspective on the importance of understanding why you're learning this alphabet, why you're learning about the language. Once you have that understanding and insight, it becomes a lot easier. Sometimes if you don't have the motivation, then even doing menial tasks like the homework can feel like it's extra work or extra effort. But once you have a clear purpose and motivation going into it, then it becomes a lot more rewarding and in turn more fulfilling as well. So regardless of your background knowledge, even if you're coming in with a fresh set of eyes with no familiarity like myself, um, it's not an insurmountable task. As long as you're motivated and you stay dedicated, then you can achieve it.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your tip. And I appreciate you. I can't wait to see you to the part two, level two, which is about communication. And thank you again and again. I appreciate. Have a wonderful evening, Adal.
Thank you.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
you.
Yeah, thank you.